Good evening, Zomboid fam. Shout out Robin Williams. Rest in peace. Here we are, kids. Kids and elderly folks, and those of us in between. Although sometimes I feel a little bit elderly and a little bit like a child. So I just did a quick stream. Sorry, I don't know why this is still black. It's here it comes. Here it comes. Um, Gosh, it is not loading in real well or running real well for me right now. Well, I'm hoping this doesn't disconnect. Oh, God dang it. Yeah. Okay, okay, we'll get right back in. I'm not sure what the issue is right now. I'll just cut stream if I have to, but I think we're going to be fine. Sometimes I've noticed on this server, sometimes I have a hard time loading in, but once I get in, it's usually fine. Just at the very beginning, for some reason, I sometimes have to load the game like 3 times just to get this server to run. But typically, it's been running really well for me once I get it going. Um, Ay, ay, ay. What is it doing right now? I don't know what it's doing right now. All right, whatever. Something's coming up. I don't know if it's like I'm coming up here. So whatever. So there's that. So that. All right. It's fine. We'll do that for now. Um, I click to start, and let's see what we got here. Okay, we're back. Sorry, guys. Not how I like to start a stream off, but good evening, Zomboid fam. We have a skeleton in the kitchen. I was familiar with that body. There's also still quite a large blood stain here. Uh, First thing I was going to mention is if you didn't catch my short stream that I just did or the news on the update at all, there is a new update coming out probably on Monday. What is this sticking through the wall here? It's real chunky right now. I'm not sure why. This thing is just running real chunky for me at the moment. There's a bellows. What is this? I don't know what that little black thing is there. Anyway, the 42.19 update is probably coming out on Monday. They did just drop a hold on, no, it's iron pipe that I need. They dropped some information on uh Steam, and I'm sure they put it up on the Indie Stone forum as well, about the update, which is coming out on probably on Monday. They didn't say specifically, but most likely that's what they usually do is they'll send out a Friday message on Indie Stone forum, on Steam, and wherever else, and then the community will talk about it over the weekend. I like how they do that, how they'll give you a little bit of sort of warning, because with a multiplayer game like this that is somewhat designed for long-term play, for continuous play, um, for doing, deep runs. What did I have on me? It's all going in here, I think. I think it's good that they give us some warning, give us a couple days. That way, that the thing is, servers need to decide if they're going to wipe. People doing single player need to decide what they're going to do. Are they going to play over the weekend on their old accounts, on their old save? Are they going to update right away? Tire pump can go in here. I want to say the vice grips can be used for pipe bombs. So I'm going to bring one of those over there. Oh, I also got sheets. So let me do my sheets. I'll show you. I hadn't actually finished my sheets on here. So I usually put a sheet on the door. I like to leave that one just like that. What I would typically do is leave that one open, and then I add a sheet on the window. You can see this is my, oh, I need to put one more plank up. That's kind of funny. I usually would close this because now I can see out of here, but the zombies can't see in here, basically. Speaking of which, I think there's a cow, there's cattle out here. I lost one bull. I think he's right out here. I don't know. So I need three more planks to finish this, but you can put the sheets up and just do the planks later, and that's not a big deal. So especially since this window is broken, you can see visually that it's broken. I also know I picked up the glass there. Oh, and then again, I usually put a sheet on this door, but I don't. Yeah, I leave it just like that. I don't close it all the way. Did I have planks in here? I don't think I did. Yeah, those are all logs. Do I have three planks? I think I did. Didn't I put down three planks over here? I absolutely did. And guess how many I need to finish my garage? My two, again, this property is amazing because it has the garage there. That is inside my safe house. And I also have this two-car garage out here, which, which, so what? Oh, I hear the bull. You know what? I bet you there's a fucking zombie coming after him, isn't there? Where is he? I hear him. He's right there. There's my bull. Is he coming in? Hey, Marvin's coming back home. Marvin's like, Barry, where you been, dude? Oh, no, he didn't give a fuck about me. Once again, he don't give. Okay, nails. I'm gonna grab some nails. I'm just finishing up a couple things. I still enjoy give. Oh, so now those are full of water. Hold on, they weren't taking on water before, but apparently they do. There's a zombie here somewhere, guys. I know there is. Where are my damn nails? So I I have boxes. Here we go. Let me just grab like half a dozen. Fuck, there's the zombie. Let me try to put up these. Try to barricade this so we can just get these planks out of my inventory. I don't put planks on the doors. I think if you put planks on the doors, it actually seals the door shut. So I won't do all that. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's save this plank. We're fine. I hear zombies. He's real tired though. Shit. Why is he so tired? She's coming. He is super tired. I'm not gonna die today, lady. Oh, did you see my little dance move? I am not dying today to some bee in tights. Oh, you son of a bitch. You dirty son of a bitch. Okay, he rested just enough there. See, often you only need like maybe even 2 seconds sometimes to rest. And it does make a difference. And you gotta get that sometimes. I'll tell you guys, I run I run it light on fitness because I feel like I can upgrade it before he dies, but I do run a pretty light fitness. He starts at 6 fitness, 5 strength. And he's right now he's only upgraded to 6 strength. Jesus, they're coming at me here. I think they heard me cough, which is fair. There's one either there's my bull. That would be a good screenshot right there, actually. I need to get in closer, but okay, he's rested now, but I need to be careful because he's way down, and that's what's causing. Oh, I have 6 planks on me. That's why. Hold on. Where did I get all? I thought I only had one left. So let's just put up this last plank here. I do want to put. I was gonna put them. How many do I have left? Five. And oh, there's 6 planks in there. 3 nails. Okay, we're actually good now, though. We're actually really good on our carry weight. You can see I'm not weighed down anymore. He's just stressed and hopeless like normal. That's just a normal day in both Barry's life and in my real life. We're just pretty much stressed, hopeless, and a little hurt constantly. Uh, be it be it like an emotional scar or a current calamity or here's my bull. He's probably kind of freaked out right now. So I'm going to give him some room because I don't want to deal with that. Here's a zombie. There's where you are. Was that the one making this? It sounded like a. Oh, God. See that? Did you see that? That's that damn. Okay, there's another one. It's back here. The animals do attract zombies on this server, I've noticed. So I need to put up walls back here. These guys are really hard to see here. There's one more. I have like, oh Jesus. Oh fuck. Guys, get over here. Come on. I don't tolerate that kind of shit. And how does that work? Does anyone know if anyone's here watching right now? I don't even know if there is, but does these have just a total hit points? So like, did they just knock out half of my door right there? Or I don't know how that works. Or does it like reset at some point? I guess is my question. Or is that just it has like a total hit points and it only takes so many hits by a zombie to destroy it? I don't know. I don't know these things. There's still so many things I don't know. And I do like to some degree having a little bit of that where you don't actually know and the devs don't explain it necessarily. It just is what it is. That's fine. As long as it's not game breaking and I don't just repeatedly die to. There's a line there. There are some games that have really struggled with and just like not even to some degree it's like it's not even worth trying to learn this game. This game is worth fighting through the bugs. It's a very deep game to learn, but not so much. It's also fairly simple in a lot of ways, I would argue. Let's take this car battery charger and oh, there's two out, or there's one out there, there's one there already. I don't mind charging two at once. So let's do this. It is actually kind of nice. I know some people look at my setup sometimes and they're like, why do you have so much shit? But having two of these here is very nice to if you want to charge two batteries at the same time. Now, I may have to move the generator to achieve that or put a second generator over there. I hear another zombie. It's probably back there again. They seem to be coming in back here a lot. Yeah, I hear it. I had more planks. I have three nails. Do I need, I think I need four nails to do what I want to do over here. Let's just grab some more. All right. See back here. There's one back here. Did you guys see them? I hear them. There's one. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. There's like three of them over here. First, you get off the window, and you antidepressants. I'm gonna grab those. I do hear one more. Oh, there's one. Man, did these all come through? I think they came out when I had my smoker's cough, actually. Good times. Okay, I wasn't so bad, but I'm gonna cut these trees down eventually. I don't like them right up on the building like that. I do generally like to keep some trees. Like I'll probably keep most of these. I'll probably take out one or two of these, take out most of those, maybe leave one or two back there. I'll do that soon and I'll have some more wood, but right now I'm trying to maximize what I have. And what I have are planks and nails. So now, this probably isn't a real big deal, but I'm going to put them on the outside here. Normally, it's best to put them on the outside first if you have glass. Now, let me think. No, let's just do this. Let's just do this. At some point, I may want to install an actual window out here, but I don't think I need to. And even if I do want to, I could pull all of this off. For now, these two planks on the outside are going to be just fine. I also have some sheets I can put up. And this, guys, is now actually it's not my best work, but it is a somewhat secure butter barn where I can come out and churn butter. I'll have to bring a chair out here. You can actually sit and churn butter, which is fantastic because the milk buckets are quite heavy. If you carry, so now zombies can't just slip in here, and now they can't see in here at all. They can still hear me in here, and it wouldn't take them long to take down two planks. But It'd take them long enough for me to stand up and run. Uh, I would, yeah, I would typically just close these completely. Those are the only two windows on this building on the ground level, so that makes this fairly secure. They can just walk in right here, so you do have to be careful. If you're sitting here churning butter, I've had on another property one time it was very similar. I was pretty much right here churning butter, and they had heard a sound or something, and they just came charging in like 10 of them. I think it's happened to me once or twice, sort of like that. And sometimes you just, luckily the doorway is big enough, you can just, typically you can stand up, run out, and you're fine. Um, but let me check this. I've got some eggs in here. We're getting eggs. Okay. Once I kind of do the rounds here, this is one thing about having a farm. I do want to introduce y'all to the farm life because I'm gonna tell you guys, look at this. This is from one hen. I've got five eggs in here. She's not laying real heavy, but hey, you know what? This is really good food right now for me. See, now here's one thing. I think what's happening is the buckets out here are filling. If they're in here, they're not filling. So, you know what? Let me, should I do another experiment? First of all, I'm moving this bucket out here, and if this fills, that's one experiment. I do believe this bucket will now fill with water the next time it rains. Even though it's completely empty now, I'll show you. I think it's going to start filling with water now because this one is full. So here's my next experiment. Call me, call me Zomboid Mythbusters. How about that? We are going to grab one bath towel. Let's grab two as a control. Well, that checks. Yo, check me, scientists. Yo, you think I was about to start rapping something about scientists? I'm not going to do that, guys. But look what I am going to do. I am going to be a zomboid scientist right here. Unknown Barry, the zomboid scientist. That's going to be my actual name someday. My legal name. Ready? Break. Watch this shit, guys. Experiment number two. Let's put it right next to the bucket, right? Yeah, this should be fine. My theory is, now watch this. So this is my theory here, or what is it? Hypothesis? My hypothesis is that within the chicken zone, this dish towel will not get wet. Outside, oh, I think there's an ambulance driving by my house right now. That's great. My hypothesis, now hold on, please don't tell me. I think we're live, guys. It's not giving me the studio feed, but let me try again. And I think I'm gonna get it here because it's live on OBS. So am I just not getting the live feed or the delayed feed right now? I'm pretty sure we're good. I'm just double checking something on my monitor here. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So, that is my hypothesis. I'm gonna forget some of this, the science terms here, but this one will stay dry. It will not ever show that it's wet after it rains. What is that highlighting over there? No, guys, do you see what I'm seeing? Oh, the zombies killed her. Hold on. Is she gone? Well, okay. So here's my leghorn hen. Yes, the answer is yes. Let's do test number three. So this is actually, let's do a third test here. So here's my steel bar half. Did I drop that in here? Didn't think I did. Can I pick up the Leghorn hen? Okay, here's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try an experiment. So they said in the update, we haven't talked about the update much yet, but the new update is coming out on Monday. It's 42.19. Let me do just one thing real quick. I'm just going to do a little shout out to my friends. I don't, the funny thing is that I don't have friends, so that's funny. Um, that's funny. Uh, so here's what I'm going to try. With the new update, they did say that they have apparently addressed some of the duplicating issues, and one of the duplicating issues I have seen, one of the only ones I believe, is this where you butcher a chicken. I've specifically had trouble with butchering chickens. What typically happens here, and the update hasn't happened yet, so I'm probably still going to get some kind of weird glitch here, guys. It could even, I'll just warn you right now, it could disconnect when I'm doing this. I do apologize, but part of what I like to do is just kind of test how the game is working because I would like to see animal husbandry, butchering, fishing work really well. There are definitely still glitches in those systems. And I know, I know they rely on the community to some degree to help them test the game. I'll just say that, and there's nothing good or bad about that. Uh, Everything is fine 13 years after your public release. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Sorry, bro. I love the game. I love the game. Y'all know it's frustrating. So as you can see here, I ended up with a whole chicken, fresh uncooked, 70, 72 chicken feathers, a cracking teenager's voice, who has smoked way too many cigarettes at the age of 13 and also has a voice that cracks. Um, Chicken foot fresh stew, chicken head fresh. I don't even know what to do with the chicken heads except maybe try to get the skull. I can slice the animal head with my handy knife, which is basically like a Swiss Army knife. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna try to do this right, even though I don't necessarily know what's best with all these pieces. But since we did just lose our only chicken to apparently a zombie attack, these are sad days on the farm. Any day you lose an animal is a sad day. Uh, I did only have the one hen, so it's kind of a loss. I was just talking about it too. A little bit of a loss there. How much room do these take? I can fit the chicken feathers in here for now. I don't honestly know what to do. I believe you can actually make a pillow. I don't, I assume you would just probably need like sheets and chicken feathers. Not really sure. Chicken head. It does say fresh. What does this mean? So what happens? We're just testing. Um, you know, where I would probably do this would be, this is more of a pipe bomb room. This would be a little more of a butchering shack at this point. So let's do this out here. So chicken head fresh. What happens when you slice the animal head? I've never done this in game. Again, every single time I play this. Oh, guys, did they change this? Because I heard someone say recently that you weren't getting animal brains anymore. So I got an animal brain and a chicken skull. There's the hand scythe here I want to pick up. Vice grip I should put away. Let's, and then the whole chicken. I can also. cut up chicken, but let's not do that in the kitchen. We're trying to do this properly, guys. We have a very nice kitchen, so let's use it. We're gonna use it. I don't. Oh, we do have a light switch in here. Check me out. We even have light in here. And look at all that. Do I have another sheet? I never put a sheet on here, and I do. Beautiful, guys. I still have two planks left in my pack and one sheet. So let's finish some things. We're doing good, guys. This is typically pretty much how I just play when I'm doing a playthrough. It's a little bit slow paced sometimes, but I like it. And then you'll counteract that with, hey, I'm getting ready to go to Irvington Speedway, or I'm getting ready to here, let's double check. So I can put I don't have nails again. Um, I was gonna put the animal brain in here. Animal brain. And also the chicken skull is a skull or bones or all of that. I do want, I thought I kept some nails on me, but let's see, vice grips would go over there. The hand scythe can go up here. I'm going to cook that stuff. I'm going to put up the two planks. Vice grips are good to use, or you can use those to make pipe bombs. So I'm going to put those in here. I do still need to find a magazine for pipe bombs. See, I have two more planks here. I want to put those up here. So this will protect me really well when I'm churning butter. Uh, Sorry, I could be doing this a little faster. We're doing real good here, boy. We're doing real good, boy and girl. We're gonna close those curtains, and that isn't really displaying right now, but that's fine. So what we have here is a failure to communicate. No, that I believe is a quote from the movie Cool Hand Luke, which was part of a song as well. And if I say the name of the, the band who wrote that song, it's going to date me a little bit, so I won't, because then someone out there is going to be mean to me, and I'm going to have to fight, and I don't want to fight. I'm gonna eat. I want to eat cinnamon rolls and check my weight. See, I'm at 85 and dropping. Let's see if this cinnamon roll changes that. It did not. Good. I was holding on to that cinnamon roll until I dropped weight a little bit. So I've still got butter, so I can bring my weight back up a little bit with that butter if I need to. I am running real low on food. You can see I always carry all my food in my satchel, and this is everything I've got on me right now. Plus, oh, well, of course, this is what we came here to do. So let's try out our new kitchen, guys. We just got this going. Let's cook really for the first time in our new kitchen. Here's some of the cooking dynamics. Now, actually, let's double check here. Where am I at? Typically, before you do any crafting, and cooking is considered crafting, you may, God, I still don't have a television that I can watch the VHSs on. You can see that I've read the book here, though, because it says multiplier 3, and it's got these arrows here. So let's go ahead and just try to, what should we do? How many points am I away? Check out this min-max right here. Hold on. I'm only 19 points away from the next level. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna Maximize efficiency. I don't know. How many do you get for cooking one egg? Let's do two. Let's cook two eggs. An additional experiment. How many experience points? I need 19 to get to level two. Let's see if cooking two, and I have more food to cook, but I believe like cutting up this chicken is going to result in a lot more experience. So I'm not trying. I don't usually really play like this. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. That is what I thought would happen. How many points did we actually get? So we got 19 plus 11. So you get 15, at least on this server. Now, this is with these server settings, which are probably two or three times normal. But I just got 30 experience points for cooking two eggs. I still have a multiplier. Do I have a cooking book I can read? I have cooking one and cooking four, so I can't really read a cooking book to help me out here. And let me just check in on my magazines real quick. I should read this one. I got it. What this is what I need to do is watch these damn VHSs. Look at all these cooking. I have one through five, or no, I don't have cooking three, cook show three. But if literally, if I just had, I'm pretty sure on these servers, often you can go beyond level three by watching these. I've even gotten up to like level five just by watching videos, which is kind of incredible when you start at level zero or level one and you just sit down and watch some videos, and there you go. So we're kind of stuck here a little bit. What we're gonna do is just cut up this chicken. You can see it shows you I'm using my handy knife again, which is not ideal actually. Here, let me try something else. I should have a kitchen knife. Yeah. So handy knives are fairly rare on some servers, although they're pretty common on this one, I've noticed. Ideally, I'd rather use this kitchen knife, so let's try that again. No, he's still wanting to use the handy knife, so where is it? Oh, it's on my keyring? Damn it. No, it's equipped, so it's down here. This is one thing sometimes you might have to do. What I'll do sometimes is just put it over. So here's my handy knife. Place it on a counter somewhere. That way it shouldn't disappear. You're going to pick it right back up here in a second. Now he should go to using that kitchen knife because it's in his inventory. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tell what he's actually using to do things by what you have in your inventory in this green bar. Um, I don't normally do a lot of cooking. In fact, I do very, very little. Normally, I like to just collect eggs and throw them in the campfire, or I'll just collect milk and make butter. I drink the milk, I eat the butter if I'm on the light side, and then I go foraging for other stuff if I start to get heavy. Foraging is a really good way to do that because you can find a lot of low calorie stuff and a lot of stuff with good thirst reduction when you're foraging. So what we ended up with was two chicken fillets, two chicken legs, two chicken wings. I have three eggs. That's a lot of food. We're gonna put the kitchen knife back in there. Didn't even wash it. Beautiful. I mean, there is no who is it again? There is no one who regulates kitchen safety, certainly residential kitchen safety in the apocalypse. There's no OSHA here. Hey, there ain't no OSHA here. I am a mechanic. That's all I had to say. OSH. I don't know. there's some else there, but we're gonna move on. So now I'm not gonna. What am I doing? I'm not gonna cook in the sink. I'm gonna cook in the oven. I've turned it on. You can also change. I don't know if most of you probably know all this stuff, but you can change the temperature time. You can put on a timer. I never use a timer. I never really do anything that's gonna cause sound, including use a generator much. The only thing I really use generators for is charging car batteries, running the washing machine and dryer, so doing laundry, cooking in the oven if I want to. But you can also cook in a campfire. And like I said, often the only things I'm cooking are eggs. Sometimes you can cook some of the stuff you forage, like potatoes, sweet potatoes, things like that. You can pretty much forage any vegetable, and a lot of those are good to cook. So, also, this is one other tip. Sometimes you got to break those out because they'll sneak in. What they do, what these sneaky devs do, is they'll try to sneak in an uncooked egg, and unless you break out the menu like that, you might not see it. Same with these. I actually died once to this. So screw you, Indie Stone devs. You killed my character, and I hate you. That's my whole letter to you. Signed, unsigned Barry. Just simply Barry. Um, no middle name, no last name. I am. It should. Yeah. Is there a way to denote it that like it's Barry with no middle name, no last name? Like that's just it. He's just Barry. That is just Barry, and he's not a winterberry or what's chocolate because he might be poisonous. So yeah, I would recommend breaking these out a little bit. You can see they're cooking normally all at the same rate, but I did die to an uncooked rabbit. I want to say it was rabbit. I'm pretty sure that's what killed me. I never was able to fully verify that, but I think it was just like this, where it was a rabbit leg and they had one. I grabbed him like this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I grabbed him when it said this. It said leg cooked. But what you really need to do, this is probably what I would recommend actually, because this can be glitchy, just to make sure you're not going to eat anything raw, because raw meat can really kill you. I would actually double check it over here. You can see it, they all say cooked, they all say burning. Now, burning doesn't mean they're burnt. This really doesn't mean they're burning or burnt. What it means is that they're past. They just finished cooking. If it gets all the way to the end, they're burnt. If if they're right here, they're 100% fine. You can see. Look at this. They go back down. I had one player who rejected food from me because he saw this. He said, "These are burned." And I said, "No, they're not burned. They just got off they're hot off the oven." It's like, they're perfect and they're hot off the oven. What more could you ask for? But he rejected them because he looked at them and he said, "These are burning." He said, "These are burnt." And I said, "No, that's not what that says. It says they were beginning to burn." And that's maybe, I would kind of recommend that. If they could say that would be just slightly more clear if they said something along the lines of like starting to burn or beginning to burn, or because I know they update it and it'll say burnt eventually, but whatever. That might be too nitpicky. But I did have one player who, that's no joke. He literally like just looked at the food and walked away from it, and he just said like, "Dude, like, do you have any food?" And like, "Oh, here, let me cook something for you. Yeah, here you go." And so I cooked him up something delicious, and he's like, "These are burnt," and walked away. And I started to explain it to him, and he just walked away and didn't even listen. And I'm like, okay. I hardly knew him, and I think he was just hungry and whatever. Anyway, combat wound management. You see all these and fantastic. Geez, man, I have some great VHSs. So what I really desperately need is to. I didn't see one. I did not see a TV with a VCR, a video cassette recorder. For those of you who know what's up, or I guess for those of you who don't know what's up, digital watch, antidepressants. Should I? I don't need to carry. You know what? I'm just going to put the antidepressants in here. I don't normally use these. I know they can be a little helpful on um, servers like this. I found the beta blockers are the one I'll carry more often. I do normally carry painkillers. I kind of like what I've got right now, though, and I can't fit the antidepressant, so it's fine. We're moving along. We got food. I think one thing I want to do is look for a VCR because, and I'll do most of that off stream. I don't want to bore you with, ooh, that's very dark. I don't want to turn on the generator at night. I was debating turning on my floodlight there so I could see. The problem is there was just a pretty good sized zombie respawn, and I don't really want to turn on the generator at night, at least not at 1 a.m. when these nights are actually quite long. It's a slow roll on the days. Let me eat. Let me eat. What are these? So the wings are minus 14, legs are minus 24, fillet is minus 22. I'm not even hungry though. I think he's also got hunger and thirst dialed down a little bit. I do believe you can change those settings a little. Oh, well, let me see here. We're doing pretty good here. I think when we hit morning here, which is about, for me, morning is like 4 to 5 a.m. Actually, in real life and in the game, usually about 4 or 5 a.m. is when I'm kind of getting up, getting going, getting my, well, I don't get coffee in game. In real life, I'm a giant coffee nerd. Shout out to Coffee Fan. Shout out to Coffee Fan 5000. Um, you are my friend. I do have some stuff in my inventory, but I don't really want to go put it where it goes. So we're gonna chill. I might actually, since it's 1 a.m. and I don't actually think there's anyone else. I don't think there's any, I shouldn't say that live. I don't think there's anyone in the stream. If there is, say hi. Hello. We might do a little 5 minute break. Um, because I don't really want to sort anymore. Yeah, it wouldn't have made sense to have a TV here. I don't think there was any TV in this whole house. Well, all right. Unless I disassembled it and there was one up here or something. I may just hide in my panic room. Right? I think we're gonna hide in the panic room. I don't I don't like having the video with the, I actually really like my third monitor. I don't like having my I do have one screen up right now. It's just as an insider little thing here. It's called YouTube Studio, and it's sort of gives me your feed um, on a delayed. I believe it's about a 20-second delay, but it gives me the actual visuals that you guys would be seeing on your screen. And I don't like having that too close to my play screen because I constantly see what I did 20 seconds ago in the corner of my eye, and it actually really messes with me. So I'm very happy right now that I have a third monitor still set up, which is just an old, I don't have any kind of a, $1 million setup. It's actually a very, very cheap base, barely running setup. But I happen to have an old monitor that I use for that exact sort of thing. And it's really helping me right now where I can look over at it when I want to, but it's not affecting me as long as I had it moved over to my big screen and that didn't work. When I keep it on my small, crappy old computer monitor, it's fine. And I can play the game on my nice computer monitor. Anyway, whatever. Not trying to sound all fancy here. This is a really good setup. I would highly recommend this if you have the capability to do three separate monitors when you're streaming. It actually really helps because I currently have the game playing on my main gaming screen, which is how I prefer to play. And I can also have that same feed come up on OBS, which is the basically just the go-between between my game and YouTube. And then on my third little screen, I have YouTube Studio, which is a similar screen, but it's showing me what, like I said, it's showing me that we're live on YouTube. It's showing me the exact thing that you should be seeing on YouTube. So, oh, which is funny. As I said that, oh my God. As I said that, I get an error that says YouTube is not receiving enough video. Wow. Let me hold on. Let me. I still have the monitor up, so let's just. Okay, is that the same one? Well, okay. Let's take a break here. Let's take a break here because it seems like there's a little bit of lag. So I'm going to take a break right now. Let's just click break. Okay, we're starting a break, a 5-minute break. Start, go. Okay, be right back. Okay, mic is on. Okay, we're back. My mic is on. I hope my mic was on before. Break has ended. Hopefully my mic was on before. Otherwise, I was just doing nothing for the last hour. Or you guys weren't actually hearing any. I should make sure to double check that the volume is operating there. Anyway, here we are streaming again. I guess we're streaming, so worst case scenario, I can just edit out that first hour if it has no sound. I might even have to do that. But we'll see. Hopefully, I had my mic on that whole time, and I'm just freaking out right now. Now, how's the okay? Game volume seems to be coming through. So, where we're at, I would love to talk if anyone is. I don't think anyone's here. But even if you're watching the YouTube video later, we are right now as I'm doing this stream. So this will be a stream and potentially a video that is watched later by someone. If you're watching this later, we're expecting an update to 42.19 on Monday. That's going to address controller. Let me see. Can I get this screen for you? It's going to change this whole menu. Right now, you can see when I can test it, but it has no real information. It knows that I'm using an Xbox layout, but I can't do any configuration. I can change the sensitivity. I can reload config files, but and whatever this is, X input gamepad. I don't know. I usually have that checked. So I can like test the controller. You see that works fine, but I can't do any kind of manipulation. I can't do any changing of the controller settings. So as of Monday, this should be changing with the new update. They did. Were options changed? Wait, did I change? I don't think I changed options, did I? Let me make sure everything's working here. Yeah, everything seems to be working. I don't think I changed any options. Whatever. Make sure it works right here. All right, that seems to work good. Check out my dance moves. I can't really sprint like I used to, so my dance moves are kind of weak, but oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's the shimmy. Shimmy shake, shimmy shake, shimmy shake. It's weird without music. You're right. Uh, you are correct there. It's just weird without music. Unk. Sorry. Oh boy. What are we gonna do? It's 3 a.m. I want to do a home tour. If you're in, feel free. You can always, I will say this, you can always make a respectful suggestion. I don't really ever mind those, even though they might annoy me sometimes. Um, I would prefer no demands. We will do, I want to try some different things. So at some point, I might do like the chaos mod and just let you guys do whatever you want. Well, I'm going to need to have a bigger audience before I do stuff like that, though, because it's like that's not going to be very fun if there's just one or two people in here, and yeah, other such related issues. You know what I could do until let me bring anything that is just clothing. I am now going to bring. So this one is wait, this one, yeah. So I'm going to grab this duffel bag. I am also going to grab this duffel bag. I can't. I may be able to put it in my backpack. Yep. And you know what? This is all. Well, let's just grab this one then. Okay. So usually what I do is I like to, if I'm going to change clothes, I'm typically going to do that up here. And we've got these two big things, so this is kind of how I like to set this up. Clothing, it's not as important on this server. Actually, funny thing is I just go around collecting a bunch of clothing on most servers because you can do tailoring if they have holes in them. You can cut them up. You can the skirts you can cut and shorten. I think you can do. Can you make pants into shorts? I assume you can. I don't usually do that, but I know the skirts you can make different lengths. You can cut up anything or things with a lot of holes, all cut up, and you can make leather strips and denim strips. And then you patch the good clothes you have. Now on this server, it seems like they're friendly enough with loot and clothing that, well, and there is no uh, clothing damage apparently at all. I don't think. Even on my clothing, I haven't. No, I haven't been really attacked a lot, but let's just do this for now. So those three, there was one more. Let's just bring those four up here. So this was all clothing. And this is all random stuff. Oh, this is clothing too, and it's a hiking backpack. These are good. Yeah, you know what? Let's bring this up too. Okay, so that just leaves me with one backpack in the trauma bag down there. That's fine. Usually I generally put all my clothing up in the what I consider to be my bedroom, and this is what I consider to be the master bedroom for sure. So for the most part, I am calling this my bedroom. So let's put the duffel here for now. I'm going to move these around later, but for now, I just want to get these up here. The hiking backpack is going to go, let's put that over here because I kind of like to use the camo ones for something like, oops, no, for something like uh, ammo or guns or something like that. So I'll probably bring this one back outside. I do like using duffel bags. The hiking backpacks are okay, but the nice thing about the duffels is you can fit two per tile and then fill them up, and that works really well. The hiking backpacks are actually just a little too big to do that. So when you're planning on putting possibly 5 or 6 duffel bags down to organize all your different types of clothing, it's helpful to have several duffel bags. You know what? Why don't let's just do this now. While I'm thinking about it, I didn't realize I was thinking this was like a green one. I try to color code these. Don't call me a nerd. I heard that in over in Maryland, you guys are like, dude, who is this nerd? Hard hat, leather coat, ranger shirt. And my answer is this nerd is Barry. What the fuck do you want? No, I'm for whatever. I should have broken out like a New York accent there or something because my base Minnesota accent doesn't cut it. Is not intimidating. So I like this setup now. So what I've got, let's move this to, you've got your trauma bag. I've got all my medical supplies in there. I do have a, just so I don't mix this up, I do have a fishing satchel, which will go right there, whatever. I got a bunch of other shit here too. Empty glasses. Let's get this out of the way. This is a rotten chicken leg that I do not want to eat. Those are going in the trash. And that's going in the trash. Okay, so that cleans that up a little bit. So you can see what I've got here: trauma bag, medical supplies, fishing supplies. I don't have anything else to put my fishing supplies in yet, like a tackle box yet, so that will suffice. These are now, yeah, there's no clothing down here anymore, at least there's a satchel. No, that's just going to go upstairs, so that's fine. I like to have like one extra satchel at least, and like one extra fanny, or two extra fanny packs actually, because I wear two of them. But I try not to get, like, once I'm there, I kind of try to be like, all right, I don't need any more of these. Sometimes if I find a leather satchel or a military satchel, those do exist in game. Pretty sure those are both in the vanilla base game. So, if I find one of those, I will grab another one and just keep what I've got as well. But yeah, we'll just put plates here for now. That's all fine. My dude is doing solid lately. Uh, just got a couple things to put away outside. Let's carry the soap again. Soap just helps you wash yourself faster. Most of you know that. So I'm gonna wash myself. And we are just kicking it. We are just kicking it. Oh, my foot kind of itches right now. So I guess a little bit more about the update. There wasn't. I did do a short stream, and the video should be up if you want like a full breakdown of the update coming on Monday. So shout out to that video. That should be up and available right now if you just are interested in that update. Um, I highly encourage watching the playback. It's just like a 20, 30-minute video that goes through the whole update upcoming. It's a fairly small update that just addresses game controllers, like the one I use, which I'm super excited about, and a few good bug fixes though too. They are fixing animals, guys. If you're watching this, they're fixing animals on Monday, June 1st, 2026. The animals will be able to breed again. They specifically mention the bug where the bulls are showing up as female. So apparently that should be fixed Monday. Now, they didn't guarantee that this is all happening Monday, but that is the general pattern that they've displayed in the past. You know what? For now, I still need to read electrical that I don't have, and I'm fine where I'm at. I do have one sheet I'm going to put in here. Sage seeds. I'm going to put those in my inventory and bring them outside. I have enough food. I think we're going to go on a home tour unless someone jumps in and wants to do something else. I'm going to cruise around the hood a little bit. We are going to look at some houses, and it's going to be fantastic. I'm going to just bring a few more things in the house while I'm chilling here. We will go out very soon. It's 4:20 a.m., so spark it up. Sorry, I don't call it out or wait for it or anything. I just happen to see that it's 4:20, so I'm gonna take. Oh, you know what? I do have a green light bulb. Check me out, guys. Where should we put the green light bulb? Let's put this food down. I could have sworn I think I have another one somewhere too. So let's think about this. But for now, let's just assume I have the one and find a good room to put it in, as opposed to trying to find two good rooms. Let me just put these away. Sport water bottle can go in here. My plantain is still fresh. If I can find a damn mortar and pestle and one more of these, I can make a poultice, which will keep forever and is very good for helping. I think that's just for general wound healing. I forget exactly, but it's a very good thing to make. I would highly recommend if you can get plantain, try to make a poultice, and it will be quite good for you. So we're getting some pretty good supplies now. We've got, pretty much everything we need for like beyond the basics. Um, where would we put a green light bulb? Possibly in like the pipe bomb. Hmm. I don't want to put it in here. This, I guess, would be like, hmm. Oh shit, I don't know. You know what? For now, let's just try it in here. I just want to see what it looks like. Do I have to turn it off to remove? Can I not? Can I not remove the light bulb when it's? Hmm. There's got to be a way to take the light bulb out, isn't there? Light switch turn on. Disassemble door. I don't get an option to change the light bulb. Hmm. Oh, I thought I would. I thought I did. Well, okay. Do you have to wait until it burns out? I can only turn it off and on. Well, whatever. Let me put the light bulb in here. It's a good room for it. We'll deal with that later. That's kind of where I would keep my light bulbs for the house anyway, so we'll deal with that later. Oh, hello, friend. Guess who can see? Guess who can see you? Standing right there the whole fucking time. All right, now I can see, and you probably can too. I'm gonna put seeds out here in the farm storage. Look at me go, guys. I've got sage seeds. I could do, I could plant some plantain, but it does take it a bit to grow. So that's not going to help me in the short term here. I could use like a leather jacket or a hunting vest. It is August 11th now, so it's still, middle of summer, but we will begin to have cool nights in not too long. Okay. I think I've got my, oh yeah, this place looks beautiful at night or I guess it's like dawn right here, but it's beautiful at dawn. So, what are we thinking, guys? Which vehicle would we use? For the time being, my throwaway vehicle. Drum roll, please. Let's count all our vehicles first. Just a quick review. I'm not trying to brag, but check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Sorry. We gotta get this one in here too. Check, 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 check. All right, whatever. None of these are my throwaway vehicle. I guess you could nominate the black van. I know that one's 400 horsepower. Let's look at this one again. What was this one? If this one's under, oh, it's actually only 290. Should we make this you know what? I think we should. It's only 290. The engine quality is pretty low. This might be my actual throwaway vehicle here. Oh, but look at how much shit we have in here, guys. Oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Tell you what, this is what we're gonna do. Because I don't really like where this one's parked either, we're gonna take this vehicle, and this will be sort of the vehicle I drive because I can afford to lose it most. Yep, because I only have one Jeep, I only have one police cruiser. I do have two Corvettes, but man, those are Corvettes, dude. And this is much better for looting, which is what I'm doing at the moment. But as you can see, we've got some leather jacket. Oh, I do have a leather jacket. Hold on. Look at me go. There's a leather jacket right there. And I've also got three sheets. Ah, man. All right. Planks will go out there. Scrap electronics. Seems like it's delaying a little bit on this inventory. And, I've noticed it almost seems like the longer inventory sits in a vehicle, the harder the game has sorting it out. Sometimes it does seem like there's a lag there when the game is like, what in the hell is this stuff doing? Moving. We completely forgot you even had this. Give us a second. Like, where did you find this stuff? Shit, what do I have on me? I'm sorry, I do try to do most of my major inventory management off stream. I do need to do some of it on stream, unfortunately. And you guys, well, you know what? I mean, that's to some degree, that's the way I want this channel to be, is some slow play. Or I don't want to say slow play. I want to, but a little slowed down, chill vibe. I mean, this game really is pretty chill. And there can be a lot of high intensity moments. There's a lot of moments where you're just running for your life and you're gonna die, yada, yada, yada. Let me put these planks down here. I know I have a place to use these planks right now, but I don't want to do it. We'll get back to this later. It's only two planks on the ground, so everything is fine. I have three sheets and maybe a jacket to draw. The sheets are gonna go in here. Now, choice. We're August 11th. Do I wear the leather jacket? 2040. This is only 1025. Leather coat is much warmer. You know what I should do, actually? We don't really need the leather coat on August 11th. I'm going to put that in here for now. If I need it, I can grab it. It's right there. But for now, we're going to go with the jacket. You can see the insulation's pretty good on the jacket. Leather jacket, it's not so great. I do also have a poncho and a lumberjack shirt, which is very warm if I do need to all of a sudden, if it's really cold for some reason. So now the leather coat is good protection, but it's the same as the leather jacket, which is cooler. So I'm not going to put it on now. If I get cold at all, or if I'm fighting zombies and it's not too hot, I can put on the leather jacket for a little extra protection. Right? I've pretty much just been wearing a long sleeve t-shirt this whole time, and I'm pretty sure it's still in perfect condition. This same shirt, no dirt, no blood. We don't have dirt and blood turned on. He has holes turned off, all of that. So I don't even think you can get holes in your shoes or anything. So it is what it is. I don't like that actually. I'd prefer to ask him to change that, but I don't know if they would. I don't know if the admins are actually available on this server. Anyway, I will stop and do some stuff like that occasionally. Just feel free to sometimes to guide me if you have questions or if you have comments. If I'm saying something stupid or if you don't understand something or whatever, or if you want to point something out or if you want me to kind of pause on something, just absolutely. Oh, you know what? I do have a hunting vest right here. So these are good too. Let me just throw that in my bag for now. Iron pipe I can make pipe bombs with. Here's two more leather coats. Let's put those in my inventory so I remember. Here's another leather jacket. I forgot I had all this. That will go there. Nails can go in here. Here's another plank. Always keeping an eye on this. Yeah, I'm extremely overloaded now, and I'm aware of that. But, ooh, and now it goes to, well, now it's starting to hurt me. See, this is where, if you're a new player, this is where once you see this heart start moving, you know that I just took damage. In fact, I actually just took minor damage. Actually, that's pretty. significant damage from just carrying stuff. So let me get the nails. Ah, shit, where did I put them? 55. Let me get those out of my inventory as soon as I can. Oh, you know what? I'm carrying planks, right? Didn't I need two more? Hold on. Let me just grab half a dozen nails. Let's put the hacksaws can be used for pipe bombs, but for the moment, I'm going to drop them out here. I prefer using the small hacksaw for my pipe bombs. Am I doing? I'm going to have more organizing to do later, but I am going to try to do the vast majority of the real sorting off stream. I don't want to bore you guys completely with that. So leather coats, leather jackets, ball peen hammer can go on here. Didn't I have didn't I pick up those planks or did I not? There's one there. Um, oh boy, look at these. Oh, was it an electrical two I was looking for? Here it is. Well, carpentry is the real one I needed. But look at all this shit, man. Okay. I gotta empty out this van. I really do. I'm sorry about this, guys, but I am gonna try to get this van empty, and then we're going to do some home tours. This is intended to be a longer stream. I'll be streaming for hours still. If you're popping in and wondering how long I'm gonna be doing this, I will be here for quite a while, but I will be doing some different things. Here's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna use this up here. We're just gonna put it on the table next to the books and drop that. And we'll deal with that later. First aid kit can, for now, that can just go in here. Was there anything in it? There's some things in it, but well, I'll tell you what. I want to sort that out between the trauma bag later, so I'll put it right there so it's easy sorting. This clothing that I don't need is going to go in here for now. So leather coats. Barrel dogs, I'm not sure I'm comfortable with their agenda, so I'm going to put that in there. Barrel dogs are like, we're not a gang, we're a club. I'm like, so what does your gang do for? And they're like, we're not a gang, we're a club. And that's when they give me a wedgie. And if you know what that is a reference to right there, I'm going to give you 17 berry points. If you can, the first person to name, in fact, anyone, well, whatever. First person on the stream to name it will absolutely 17 berry points in your checking account directly to your check. I can, well, you're not going to give me your bank information, so we'll just do we'll do something else. But I'm not kidding, guys. I will give away berry points. Ask, ask the receptionist about how to join the berry club. No, I don't have any shit like that. Let me see. Didn't I have planks left to put up out here, or am I tripping? Hold on. I thought I could. Uh, it's trouble. Yeah, I have two planks to put up here, so let's just do it. Do it while we got it. This is one of the first things I do. I'm still fine. I'm still getting a 5 multiplier on carpentry somehow. I don't necessarily know how that always works because I thought I had to read Carpentry 3, but I seem to still be getting the full bonus. I don't know. I don't know. Not removed. Damn it. Close curtains. So there you go. So those are good now. Pretty sure I have all my planks on the Main level. Yeah, those all have four. Yep, those all have four. So let's move on. Let's get all this crap out of this van. The plank. For now, we're going to put a plank in here. Uh, and we are also. Oh boy, this is a lot of stuff, guys. We're going to take the beer. Sorry to do this to you and do so much sorting on stream, but I figure it's fine. It is a bit like that. I'm trying to move through it quickly. I didn't have much to bring into the kitchen except beer, but I think this should be most of the stuff that's going in the house right here. So we're gonna put some beer in the fridge, six pack of beer. This key ring, I shouldn't even really be hanging on to, but for now, we're gonna move this to the small backpack. And gosh, my guy's getting tired. I don't even sprint at all because I still don't have a sprint button, but he still gets tired pretty quickly. Oh, and he's hungry finally. So, digital watches are associated with pipe bombs. So let's take all our pipe bomb stuff. Guns will go back in the main garage. Light bulbs will go. Let's do this. Scrap electronics is pipe bombs. These would be more out here as tools. Seed packets, steel sheets go out here. Tarp will stay out here. I do have one tank top in here. Tire iron. Twine is also used for pipe bombs, and then this finishes it off. So the rest of that will go over to the house. There's probably crap in the cab too, but let's get to that in a second. So this is my pipe bomb making room, right? And yeah. I like to try to put a few things in there at least, so I start to get the idea of what I'm trying to do. And I see scrap electronics, so yeah, this is going to be my pipe bomb. And was it pipe bombs and welding I was doing in here? I think it was, right? So twine needs to go with the pipe bomb stuff. And then, yeah, I believe I was going to do all my welding in here. I see some, hold on. Oh, steel sheets. That's what it was. So steel sheets, propane tanks, things like that should be going in here. I do have one hatchet, hold on, hacksaw, I mean, that should go with the pipe bomb stuff. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. There's a lot of stuff in there I still have to move around, but I am not going to trouble you with the minute details of my sorting. Oh, the digital watches needed to go in there too, but we've got light bulb. Let's swap out the steel sheets. So this is going to be all automotive stuff. Tire iron, wire tarp, not so much pipe bombs and farm stuff. Oh boy, let's go back here. I will need more storage in here eventually. We've got steel sheets small. These digital watches will go in here too because I get scrap electronics. And then farm stuff goes over here. As you can see, it's a little tough to run a farm when you're trying to do all these different things. I do like to do diverse playthroughs. I'm not just doing mechanics. I'm typically doing mechanics, animals. I dabble in a little bit of, as I think most players do. You're going to dabble in a few different things like tailoring, cooking. Most players cook something at some point, even though I'm one of the few who very rarely cooks anything. I do happen to have some cooked food on me now. Funny enough. He's a little tired, so let me sit him down and look through. We are damn near empty, guys. I'm gonna drive this. Yeah, I don't mind leaving those doors closed now that they're secured. I can go either way on buildings. Since they're just one room, sometimes I'll leave the door open and just not worry about it because it's one room. It's not like they're gonna disappear in there and surprise you. Sometimes I'll just leave them closed. It can just come back to bite you if they're closed. Oops, and you get sort of, I need to take out some of these bushes. If you get sort of overrun and your doors are closed, the zombies can break the doors, but it's kind of a risk you take always doing anything, really. And bottom line is you got to make a choice. Do you want them inside or outside? So now this is all we have left to sort. We're very close to being able to head out and go do something off the farm. We've already done a tour here, so just wait though. I'm going to show you guys once I'm done. Once I can build some storage here shortly, I'm going to build like another storage crate in each one of these buildings. And then I'm going to off stream, I'm going to sort all this stuff properly. And guys, you'll see when I'm done. It's so nice to have this stuff sorted properly. Even have like different rooms for different things is kind of nice because like, there's a reason I put the guns and ammo here, and you guys can probably guess some of those reasons. Like, it's nice to have all your guns and ammo inside your safe house, behind closed, and I think I can. Actually, I don't know if I can lock these doors. I can't lock the garage door. I don't know. I don't even think I found the key for this house, but half mask respirator can go out here. I consider that sort of a kind of the same with the angle-headed flashlight. This is almost something you use along with your weapons. Like I wouldn't use the. I actually don't really use the angle-headed flashlight unless I'm using an M16 or some, or maybe a shotgun, even some gun that requires two hands. I don't typically use the angle-headed flashlight, even though I use two-handed melee weapons. I assume you can attach this to a chest rig also, right? I know you can attach it to the Alice belt and suspenders or whatever, but I'm pretty sure you can attach it to the chest rig also, and I'm pretty sure I have rolled with that setup before. I do like the chest rig a lot. The thing I don't like about the Alice belt specifically is that I'm fairly certain you cannot use I'm fairly certain you cannot use a satchel with the Alice belt. Correct me if I'm wrong, because they do like to experiment with that stuff, but and maybe change things up. Let's review this real quick too. Hunting vest is very warm, so we don't really need it. We are carrying some warm weather stuff, so and some wet weather stuff. My boots are still the desert boots, so I'm good there. I also have desert camo pants, so should be pretty solid on the hot weather gear. Solid there, solid on food. I think we're good to go, guys. I think we've selected our van. Let's review all we've done because I know this goes a little slow sometimes, but we have selected our van. We've emptied it out. We're gonna pull it out to a proper location. Oh, sorry about that. I need to clear. I'm kind of bumping the Corvette there. I need to remove that bush on the end at a minimum and probably the other end too. Probably like this one, that one. Maybe I should just do that real quick. Can I just do this real quick? Because it's really, I don't like damaging my vehicles when I'm just driving. I gotta have a hatchet over here, don't I? I know I have a hatchet back there, but I was hoping I could just find one real quick right here. Is the firefighter axe? How dull is this? Ooh, I don't want to use the hatchet. A hatchet is all I need. I may be a hatchet. I may be a hatchet, but I can still fight. I, I may be a hatchet, but I can still fight. If that's so bad, dude, I feel like I've done that. Okay, you know what? This is what I would do. Just a little bit of landscaping here before we go. This is what I love about this game, though. See, I used to play some Fallout, and this is some of the stuff that I loved about Fallout too. Is you can do like landscaping. It's kind of fun just to like. I actually enjoy landscaping my own property. I really do. So let me remove this bush because this is landscape design right here. Check me out. Check me. Check me out. So I like bush too. I mean, sorry, I like bushes. I, that was inappropriate. I need to snap out of it. I do not have a campfire up here. I should. Just a couple more things, guys, because this is a stone right here. This won't take long. That's a stone. I just need two more, and I have a campfire. That's some other kind of stone. I also wanted to scope out the zombies out here too, so let's do this real quick. Here's two more right here. Okay, I don't see any zombies up to here. I see this little path here. Oh, there's actually a car out there. Hold on. I may actually extend this out a little bit. I can weld that soon. I don't know. It's almost like a little path here. Hold on. I'm gonna zoom in. And I'm not sure if this might be if I were to like cut a path through the trees, maybe I could exit a little easier right through here because there's another exit down there, but this gets cut off somewhere, I think. Where does this go? Can I drive out this way? Oh, no, no. Yeah, see, it sort of stops there and then loops over here, but I don't think you can get out this way either. Or maybe you can, but anyway, I'll follow it. Whatever, it keeps going a little ways. We're trying to get out of here, but I do like to do sort of the macro level, even path making, and I guess you could still call this landscaping a little bit. Just maybe clear the trees, and really you wouldn't have to cut through that many trees, and I could probably drive through here to the main road. And that would allow me to avoid this, where a bunch of zombies spawn down there. So I almost feel like that was almost like a part of the intent with this property is like, hey, here's another path. We're gonna spawn a bunch of zombies down here, but at least here's another path that you might be able to do something with. Okay, where's the best spot? I don't wanna. I need to sit for a second. I don't want to put this in a place where I would ever drive. I'm gonna put in a campfire. I'm pretty sure I already put one in right back here somewhere. I do want one more. I don't want to put it. I could put it like right up in here, but oh, you know what? Oh, this is what I should do. This would be a campfire that like a guest could use if they came over and they wanted to cook something real quick. So we'll drop it right here. And for me, I just changed my hotkey for this to the B key. So I just hit B and then I hit A on my controller. I hit B on the keyboard and then the A button on my controller. And there you go. I have that. And now I'm going to put all this wood. It is best to try to keep up on these kinds of things because especially on a multiplayer server, if everybody is leaving twigs and branches and logs and planks all over the place, it can cause some problems for servers. But we're going to try to just run through this real quick and chop up a few of these bushes because I'm sick of hitting them. Should we just leave? Oh shit, we got a zombie. Let's work on our axe skills right now, guys. We have two tree branches. Where's my hatchet? Where's my hatchet? It's equipped, so I should be able to attack. Oh, but I gotta cancel that out. Be careful sometimes if you can't do something, if you can't like move or attack and you're not sure why, you probably need to cancel a menu. And sometimes on an Xbox controller, that's the B button. On a keyboard, you might have to hit escape and cancel whatever the hell you're doing. I was watching a streamer yesterday. She was new to the game and she didn't know how to do some of that stuff. And she died once because she was like, "Oh, you won't let me move. You won't let me move." And immediately I was like, "Oh, I think she's in a menu and isn't able and doesn't know that she needs to cancel the menu in order to move her character." And I was like, "Oh, but she was dead before. Like I was watching the stream live, but like I wouldn't even have been able to comment quick enough to get the comment up, let alone have her read the comment and be like, oh, you know what I mean?" So anyway, but yeah, cancel. Often when in doubt, if you're in a panic and your character is not moving or he's not doing something, try to hit escape. You might be in some menu somewhere that's like a TV menu or a health menu or something like, you know what I mean? Should I just, I feel like I should eventually just take these two out as well, but I don't want to deal with it right now. That's really what I was trying to accomplish there. So let's just move back along. We're going to put the hatchet right back where it was. You can use hatchets, fire axes, wood axes for that. I don't think I had. I do think I have a wood axe somewhere, which I love having. Fire axes are just as good, if not better, but wood axes are really nice to just exclusively use for chopping wood. And then the fire axes, sometimes I like to use them for either possibly a weapon for chopping wood, for breaking into buildings. I think the fire axe is better than a wood axe at breaking into different types of materials, different types of buildings. Okay, I think we're good. So we lost our chicken. I don't know where my bull is, but the zombies won't kill the bull. The zombies cannot kill the bull. So he's just going to kind of cruise around here and be upset about things for a while, and hopefully he sticks around the area. He has a zone that I put him in, but anyway. What we're going to do is today, in on today class, what we're going to do is I don't know what that is. Just I, I apologize if I ever offend anyone with my accents. I never mean to offend people with those accents I do. I'll do any accent, including my own, to make fun of it. Let me try it again. It's been so long. The it's weird. My native accent is hard to mimic without just talking in my normal voice and then saying milk sometimes. I found I usually just try to say milk somewhere and like that's my native accent. Uh, hey, could you pass me the milk or the bagel or is it? No, I forget about that one. Whatever. I will make fun of my own accent as well, but I won't make fun of your accent to your face. That's not what I'm trying to do ever. And I hope to never. I hope I never have and never will offend anyone in that regard. But I just find it fun. I'm not trying to make fun of people with that kind of thing. I dropped all the wood. We have food. Where do you guys want to go? There's a house. Do I have a way? I do. Question is, how well is this going to work? Let me try something real quick. I just set something up. Let me see how good I am at computers real quick. I don't know what screen you're getting right now, but I'm going to try to be quick about this. I am going to try to give you the B42 map that I use, that I love. I'm going to try to give it to you on screen right now. Drum roll, please. Do I know what I'm doing at all? Hold on. No, I need shit. Well, I would need to move this over here, right? And do this. Now, am I going to get it? I have it here. Dang it. I don't know that you're getting what I'm trying to give you. Oh, it says display. You know what? Let's get back to this. I can use that little portion as a test. I'm not sure that it should have switched over. I'm telling it to read my monitor right now. Oh, you know what? Let me try to click this off. Does it work now? I had it locked. Let's give it a couple seconds. I'm not sure that this is going to actually work, what I'm trying to do. It will eventually. I'll be able to, I just need to figure out how to make this happen. It's stuck on the game capture. So I don't know that I can just switch that like that so easily. Let's just pull out of that. It's fine. It's fine. I was going to read the map though. So let me pull it back up over here. And then I also need to switch this back. That's probably going to look all messed up on YouTube. I apologize if that screwed anything up for you there. We'll go back to this game screen is what I'm trying to show you now. It didn't seem to update. I think there's a little bit of a delay when I'm doing stuff like that. So it's tough for me to know if it's actually coming through right now. I'll get a little bit better, but I was really just trying to look at the map and I wanted to show you guys the map as I was looking at it. But we'll get that figured out later. So let's go to a house near here. I do have more neighbors. I'm just trying to do home tours. So tell you what, I don't feel like going down to the train station, which is to my west. We toured my neighbor's house in my last home tour video. There's another house to the north, but it's a long dirt driveway. There's also a house to the east, which is right off the main road. I know there's two houses down there. Is this house worth visiting? Um, eh, Give me a shout out in the chat. I wish I could show you the house I'm looking at. Let me at least give you this. So the house I'm looking at, in case you have maybe some access, well, it's not on the map, but it's actually right, it's literally right in line with ours. So it's like right here. Literally just take this road back and there's a house right here. That's the one I'm thinking about going to do a little house tour. Maybe a little looting. What I need is a TV. Oh, this. Ooh. I don't see a TV there, but I do see something else on the online map that could be there that I want. It has, this house has a chicken coop and a nice little chicken run, a garage. It's a detached garage. So we can either go to the house north of me. Feel free to give me a vote in the chat if you are here and watching currently. We could either go to the one house to the north, which is more secluded and has a chicken coop and a garage and a shed, and also a special item that I would want to pick up. I think it may have it. Or we could go to the up my other neighbors, which is actually three different houses, two properties, three houses. Let me close that. And that one is down here. It's these two I'm talking about off Carson Road. I'm currently living right here. So we could either visit this one up here or these two down here. I do see there could be someone in the stream right now. If you have a vote, tell me which one you'd rather visit. Because we're doing home tours. I'm just the realtor. I'm just a Zomboid realtor is really my main, well, no, that's not my main profession, but it's my side gig. I dabble in 1993 Kentucky real estate inside the Knox zone. I'm leaning towards going to the bigger houses because what do we got here? I mean, it's still pretty early in the stream, honestly. I'll probably want to take a break within maybe half an hour or so, but or even sooner. Well, tell you what, let's get to the house we want to go to. Unless I see a vote otherwise, I do want to visit the pond. So can I show you this on the map? Is that on the map? Probably not. There is a small pond. You can just see it actually. There's a small pond right here. Actually, it's a pretty good pond. It even has like an island in the middle. So eventually I want to walk back here and check that out further. I'd have to walk clear back here to get to onto the islands, but that's going to be a great little fishing spot where it already has islands and I don't even have to really build the bridge to get out there. It's just a great fishing spot. So we'll do some fishing later too. Let me know if there's anything. My favorite things to do are fishing, agriculture, cows. Um, Chickens are okay. Okay, I didn't see a vote, so I'm going down to the two houses to my east. And I know there's a vehicle there that I liked, another black vehicle that I can add to the collection. Not that I need another black pickup of any kind, but there is one down there that I like. There's probably going to be a junk load of zombies down here. There's one. But that's partly why I'm taking this vehicle, is this is probably my lowest quality vehicle right now. I do have one there and a couple coming out. Okay, this doesn't look bad at all. Sometimes this turn is just awful. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, see, there they are. So I really need to cut some trees there. God damn it, man. I don't have I don't have any. God, look at them all out here too. I don't have any ammo on me. Jesus. All right, I don't want to suck any more of these out. So let's just try to get out of here. They are actually quickly surrounding me here. Let's try now that I pulled a few out. That right there alone is kind of a good strategy. Just suck a few of them out of where you're trying to go. Now I'm gonna have to deal with that when I come home. And do not let me forget. Do not let me come home tired to this crap. Look at this, guys. So we want to go east. Let me try to cut across. Oh, Jesus, guys. I should have brought guns. I should have brought guns. You know what? Shit. Why? I don't have guns. I have one shit, guys. This is what you get playing on servers that you're not real familiar with. Not only does he have it set to insane population, now there aren't sprinters, so we don't have sprinters here, but this is still insane population. And is this the first house? Yeah, it is, isn't it? This is still an insane population with respawn on. So that's pretty intense, honestly, guys. Even without any sprinters, this can get pretty intense. I'm gonna suck a few of these guys out of here like this, and then I'm gonna park like so, right about here. And then I'll hop out real quick. And we're gonna fight. Now I want to clear that other house, so if I'm gonna leave these guys anywhere, this is how we're gonna do this without guns. If you're not carrying guns, don't get intimidated by this shit. It's not that hard to get away from these guys as long as you have decent fitness and you're not over encumbered. Now, let me show you a real good strategy here. In this type of an area, get as many of them out of here as you can. Get them to follow you. I'm not going to kill most of these guys. I'm going to round them up. And I'm also going up to this house, so I'm trying to get them away from here too. So this is kind of what you're going to do. This gets really annoying on a multiplayer server, but as you can see, let me show you. See what's going on here. People will hate you if you do this on a multiplayer server. They will literally hate your guts because this generally is showing every. Well, now it's not, but see what's happening there? Every time I say hey, it's showing up in all chat on my server. So I don't like that. I wish they would change. There was a way to change that. People get really pissed off at you, but I do this honestly. Uh, if we, uh, let me close the map and everything. Yeah, so if I have trouble getting back in here, we could take a little break, but it should pop me back in here pretty quick. Well, hold on. Clicking on the wrong things here, guys. All right, back to game capture. All right. So that does happen on this server sometimes when you get a lot of zombies. It's typically the only time I get crashes on here is I sometimes have a hard time getting into the server at first, but then it usually runs fine unless you get a big group of zombies like this. This wasn't even that big of a group though. I had a much bigger group at the Speedway, and it did crash there too, but this will happen. This has always been a thing with Zomboid, especially multiplayer. Yeah, and it's unfortunate that it'll happen. It's just kind of the nature of it, which sort of a little bit conflicts with the nature of the game. Just that, yeah, it's fun to play with a lot of zombies, but it also makes it crash. So it looks like we're getting right back in. It didn't crash the server, it just disconnected me. I did actually crash the server, I think twice the other day, where the whole server seemed to be down and unavailable for a while. But we should be good now. We are jumping in. It's a little warm in my room, so I may take a little break here in the next probably 20, 30 minutes. I did want to get to a place where we're stable. That's right. I'm surrounded here. Hopefully it loads in good here. It's uh okay. I didn't want to lead them this way. I wanted to lead them this way. So, okay. Usually they give you a little cushion there. It doesn't always work out for you in those situations, but trying to draw this whole group. It's harder without guns to get them all, but you can get them. Just kind of run around, give a couple shouts, and then at some point you want to stop making noise, but let's do one more to make sure we're grabbing all of them. Let's draw their attention. Ooh, they heard me too, didn't they? And really what we want to do now, make sure they're still kind of following you. Maybe maybe at this point give a little whisper. Step up here and give 'em a little whisper. I'm not trying to taunt them because I usually get bent over when I try to taunt a zombie or any zombies. Um, so we're not going to do that, but I am trying to kind of. I'm not playing with them. You could say I'm dancing with them a little bit here, but I'm not playing with them. Okay. But what I want to do now is make sure any that are following me continue this way and just dip out. Dip out this way so that if they continue following me, they're going to go up this way. Because I don't want them going down to this house either. Now, at some point, I try to give it a little extra cushion. Basically, go until you think you, until listen for them. If you can't hear them, give it like another 5 seconds. And this is what I do. At that point, I bolt to the right, and then sometimes I do different variations of this, but I go back and forth sometimes between like sneak. See, now I don't want to aggro those guys, so I'll sneak here. Uh, I kind of want to move through this. He, oh no, he does need rest. He's getting warm too. This is something you want to keep an eye on. It's a little bit warm for what, or he's wearing a little bit much for the temperature because I had put on, oh Lord, what is he wearing that he shouldn't be? Does he still just have his, oh, he's fine. He's just wearing a long sleeve t-shirt. Yeah, he's fine. Oh, did it? Well, all right. Dang it. It disconnected again right there. It should allow me right back in. Sorry about this, guys. This is unfortunately the way it goes on multiplayer sometimes. We should be through the bulk of the zombies here on these two properties, so I think once I kind of get away from these guys and the game resets and whatnot, I think we're golden oldies. I think it's just that group. It's the unfortunate thing, you know. One of the things that makes the game the most fun is a lot of zombies, but honestly, I think that is the I think that is still the most difficult thing for this game a lot of times is just when you get zombies up into the hundreds, the game can sometimes have a hard, and it's not always the game, sometimes this could also be related to my own Wi-Fi and other things, but the game does traditionally have some issues with these things. So let's try this again. Again, sorry for the disconnects. If it happens again here, we'll just take our little break um, and maybe give it a minute. I've noticed on some servers, it does matter how many players are on. I want to keep moving to get away from whatever is causing this lag here, but I can't imagine a bunch of players jumped on all of a sudden, so I'm not worried about it. I mean, I guess it's possible if they saw it where I was streaming. That's fine. For the record, if you do happen to track down which server I'm on and you want to come grief me, I'm literally just going to disconnect and go to a different server the second I see that kind of activity. So I'm not trying to be an asshole like and threaten anyone, but that's exactly what's going to happen. So and then of course I would try to let the admins know what you're trying to do. I'm just talking about if you're trying to fuck with me. If you want to play together, I'm totally down to play together, but please don't fuck with me because literally all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disconnect and go somewhere else, and you can go mess with my stuff if you want. I don't care. I'll start it all over. Um, okay, let's clear this house. I wasn't talking to anyone in particular there, by the way. I was just saying that in general because I know those things happen. Oh shit, that was kind of close. I hear another one in the house. Since we're here, I guess we're here. This is the same layout. You'll have to see this. This is the same layout as that other house. Oh shit, where's that one? I need my pen light real quick. I think there's one in the same spot as before. There's one in the house here. Oh, damn it. He just broke the window. I was trying to find that one. I heard a window break somewhere. I wish there were more. Oh, shit, that scared me. I wish there were more doors on these houses. It's a really cool design, but they only have two exterior doors on these usually. I should switch to the bat. Fuck. I don't want you to break the windows, guys. Fuck. It's a few too many. I don't like fighting them on the fence. It's too unpredictable for me. So we're just gonna wait for him to come to me here. He's hungry. I'm not worried about. I want to try to get this one away from the window. Come on out. There's another one inside somewhere here. I think it might be at this door. Let's try to get into the kitchen. No, there's no exit. Let's try to get into this room. Oh, they're in here. Yeah. There's one in there. There's one in there. Got him. Get off the door, man. All right. I hear another one. Where is he? Is he inside? Where is he? I hear him. This is one of my least favorite things right here. I can freaking hear him, but I don't know where he is. He's real close to here, though. He's upstairs, isn't he? Hold on. My guy's got to rest and eat something. Let's we're gonna go back to our claw hammer and penknife. Pretty good on weight. I'm only at 10.83, so I'm pretty light right now. Light and nimble. Oh, there it is. Trying to do the run by. Very nice kitchen. So this beautiful uh, facsimile property to the one we just visited is it's literally the exact same layout. Also, well, what do we want to say? We're gonna say this one's actually. Well, I forget what I said on the other one. We're gonna go $620,000, 620,000 zomboid bucks, and this house could be yours. This is a three-level, many bedroom. I don't know how many bedrooms these have, like at least three or four. Okay, so this is the second level. Let's count the bedrooms. I'm I'm sorry that I can't tell you off the top of my head, folks, but I believe it is at least a three or four bedroom. My mind does escape me. Now I'm a Southern female real estate agent. Well, I was born in Texas, but I have lived in Kentucky ever since getting my real estate license in 1992. And then the plague hit, and now I sell these homes, these beautiful homes. This is the second floor. This, I suppose you would call, I guess there is really no master bedroom, but there's three bedrooms. And then you go upstairs, so that's just three bedrooms and a bath. And was there a closet too? Or like a little, oh, TV. If you see a TV with a VCR, let me know. I didn't see one yet. Oh, Jesus. I'm crying. Okay, I can't. I don't want to stand there. Okay, they're right here. Baseball bat. No, claw hammer. Okay, I got him. I got him. Everything's fine. I'm pretty sure it was only two. Shit. I don't like fighting around stairs. I don't really like fighting indoors. Here, come outside, guys. I don't want your blood on the floor. Really? Now you just have more room to move around out here. I do need to work on my short blunt, but I don't need to work on my close. Well, I guess I could work on my close quarters combat too. Did that just despawn? That's still there. All right, that was a pretty legitimate jump scare there. I don't know if I call it a jump so much as a. I'm scared shitless right now. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm a zombie killer. I'm a zombie killer. Watch me dance around so I don't get bit. All right. See, my dancing actually, ooh, there's magazines up here. My dancing actually has a purpose. I practice my dancing for a reason, guys, because you just don't know when you're gonna have to dance around a zombie. I already have Sparky's lighting guide. He could use, after all that, he could use a word search. Hey man, you need a treat? You need to sit down and do yourself a crossword puzzle. You'll feel much better afterwards, trust me. Notebook, newspaper, comic books, heavy duty flashlight. I don't know if I have one of those, but I don't typically use them. So the upstairs here, it is a three level, but really all you have, it's really just extra storage, possibly extra access to windows though, and rain barrels. You can put rain barrels out here maybe. I don't know really how this would work on the third level, but you could experiment with that. I am trying to give you like a full home tour of these. I'm not just wandering around here. I'd like to. This is one thing I love doing in Zomboid is where am I going to live? What are these houses? So I'm trying to give you an idea. Again, look at this property though. It's beautiful. You've got garage there. This is the. I wasn't intending to go to this one first. It's actually pretty much the same as the one we visited down the road, which is a little annoying that they would put two identical homes, but it also kind of makes sense. Like you do actually have developers in real life who make the identical home like a block away from each other, and they're just like, whatever. I mean, it happens actually all the time. So, whatever. Anyway, have you guys seen a TV? They have a computer, hmm, which oh, here's a TV, but it doesn't have a VCR. Damn it. I could disassemble these, but do I really need to? I've already read the magazine to do generators. The only thing Electrical 3 would get me is I could repair generators, but I literally haven't turned a generator on yet. So yeah, again, beautiful home. Little, you've got the more of a workspace here than a garage. It is not a garage, obviously. You can't drive a vehicle in here. But fam, I'm telling you, in terms of like workshop spaces go, this is attached to the home. You've got an exit door and also windows that, well, we have had some activity here recently that I am not pleased with. Well, we'll just call them squatters. You could call them squatters. Let's call them squatters. Uh, these are generally peaceful squatters that, well, we'll call them squatters. Simon's Fitness Club. Now, does anyone know about these? It does say episode 4 burpees. This has got to be one that gives you some kind of. Do they have a VCR in here? Why does no one have a damn TV? You got to be kidding me right now. Sorry, I haven't actually looked at that many houses, but also, ugh. I'm pretty sure I have that cooking mag or cooking VHS. I have that. I like to try and read them right away, so that way it'll tell you if you've read it. And on a server like this, that should in general tell you if you own it as well, if you know what the hell you're doing. Let's just check for books and magazines basically and get out of here. So we're continuing the home tour. I don't like to have just one home on a home tour. Yesterday we did my house and the neighbor's house, just north of me. Now we're doing the two houses just east of me. Let me just check my water. Now you are welcome to put an offer. Like I said, this one is a little more expensive because it's further from the bus station. If you feel if you feel, I can't. There's a few things I can't say there. Eh, okay, sorry. I'm laughing at my own jokes in my head right now. Let me look. Let me look for some food and get my mind on a different track. So we're just gonna get out of here. I've got water. We're gonna go to this other house. I've got good. good water. Let's eat one more egg, a fresh cooked egg. I wonder if you can just like put salt and pepper on these, because that's honestly how I eat these in real life. Is there any way you can just like salt and pepper an egg? Ooh, canned pineapple. That's delicious. I do like canned food. One thing I like to do at home, I don't think I had a frying pan. Anything else? Mortar and pestle is. Oh, I do need to look for that. Here's a granola bar. Let me just give me a minute. What I really need in this kitchen right now is actually maybe a little good food. And this is stale, stale. Let's actually drink this beer. And then what I need is a mortar and pestle. That's really about the only thing. A frying pan is nice, but that mortar and pestle goes a long way. They're hard to find, and what you can do with the mortar and pestle is, let's just throw out this stale food too. What you can do with the mortar and pestle is create poultices. You can grind down herbs to do herb things, things that herb would do. Let's forget about all that. What I want desperately is a mortar and pestle, and I'm not. There's one thing that's pretty hard to find. Typically, it's one of those things that kind of just comes along later on, usually in your playthrough, and you're like, oh my God, there is finally a mortar and pestle. Anyway, I don't see one here. Okay, so that's fine. That is one of the big things I'd like to find because I like to do the. Let's look through here again. I do like to make the plantain poultice is a really good one. I don't. I can grab these later. It's fine. Not a lot of people around at the moment. Yeah, we'll leave all that. So let's go over to this other property. I'm going to switch back to my baseball bat. I didn't bring a fire axe with to try to get in here. Could be a generator in there, but there could also be one over here that's easier to grab. If I do see a generator, I'm probably going to want to try to grab a vehicle. Oh, I forgot I parked right there. Um, Other house is just right there. You know what? Honestly, I'm done at that house for now. And it was basically just cleared, so I'm not too worried about maybe three or four of them going that way or that way. So I'm gonna try to smooth. We're gonna pull a JB smooth here. Have I been in this? I think I have been in this house before, come to think of it, now that I see these doors open. We'll give them, we're just gonna give them a little, oh, some are still following me. We're gonna give them a little time to disperse. Let's go check out did I just see one there? Let's go check out the animal stuff. Might as well have these lights on right now. Could actually contribute to saving my life someday. I usually like to open these because I do believe animals can sometimes eat out of these, or at least go in them. Otherwise nothing's using that space at all. So I usually keep those open. Uh, is this one that open too? even though that seems to be more hay storage than. But these are like bedding. This is a place like a cow could or a pig or whatever could come and lay down, whatever they want to do. They don't necessarily use it like that in like as an animation, but I do believe access can be beneficial. I think I've been here before. This is a good property though. Let's do a full tour. So this is the other that, as you saw, it's just right across the street. I could review again and show the map, but at the moment I'm not going to do that. Oh, you know what? Here's my TV. Let's on this. I would rather actually have these closed at this point. Uh, let's click on that. Let's just close the curtains. Oh, I see one coming. There's a couple out there. I'm gonna go kill these zombies, and we'll come back for that TV. That is the TV I need, friends. And then we can watch VHSs. And what I might even do, I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but I think what I might. Oh shit! Look at them all! Look at them all! Look at them all! Fuck! 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 Okay. Okay. I just aggroed probably a dozen right there. So let's. But I also hear one in the house. There's chicken. Oh, I didn't know there was chickens here. The animals definitely attract zombies on this server, which is not necessarily a problem. Uh, the solution would be to build good walls far away from the animals, or you know what I mean. Build some good walls so that the zombies aren't hearing the animals, but there is not necessarily a perfect design for that. Best thing to have is fences that the animals can't break. Um, well, if they're cattle or pigs. So if the animals can't break them, then the zombies can't break them. Jesus, Jesus, look at them all. They're chasing, look at them just chasing the chickens. That's, I don't necessarily like that to be too aggressive. I mean, that's pretty much how my chicken died right there, my one chicken. And unless you build, and you could see too, like that was basically completely enclosed except for that gate. So basically, one zombie climbed over the gate in mine and killed my chicken, and that's all there was to it. And yes, I can build a wall outside of that whole. I don't think I hear any inside now. Let me close these windows. I don't want these guys getting in the house, even though it unfortunately does not have planks on the windows, obviously, but at least when I'm going to be in here, I don't want all those zombies hearing and seeing me. Especially, I got to be careful with this one. Is there no, there's no curtain there. Hopefully they didn't hear that. Okay, that's good enough. Just want to make sure. I don't think they heard me. Was I going to do one more thing in here? Maybe go to the basement? We were doing a home tour. So, well, now don't let these, uh, don't let these locals fry. Now, where'd they go? Oh, they're still out there. They're still out there. don't let these locals frighten you. I mean, currently the property is open, so they're simply house shopping too. These are just locals in the area. Now, I know they look a little rough, and I wouldn't recommend speaking to them at all. I have met some of these. I would actually recommend if they try to talk to you, I would run away. Yeah, I don't want any death here. But um, sorry, did I say death? What I meant was, these are good people. They simply are a little misguided sometimes, so I would stay very far away from them and run, 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 run. And I would say what you should do is buy this house. I would say what you should do is buy this house and make it your home. And I don't think you should worry about what anybody else says. These locals, they're going to talk. They're going to talk. They're going to say, you know what? I wouldn't pay a dime over 500,000 Zomboid bucks for that. Do you know what I tell those people? I say, well, you're the exact type of people that don't end up with this house. Because the type of people who do end up with this house are going to pay. Well, let's see here. Before I give you a firm price, I am a fair real estate agent. I do not only hire a professional assessment person. I, I've only bought one house in my life, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But I have a professional assessment done on the property beforehand, but I also assess it in my own terms, and I set the price because I am the agent. So uh, now, what we're looking at here, this is, my goodness. Let's actually look around a little bit here before I give you a firm price, because let me remind you, we didn't even stop over here today, but let me just remind you that this. Oh shit! I just heard a zombie. Where is it? It's probably them. Oh no, there's one right there. Uh, we will tell you what. I will be right back. I do have one friend to talk to. I will be right back. He's a little. Uh, oh shit! That was almost. Oh, and I broke the fucking window myself. God damn it! Oh, now these guys are gonna come over, aren't they? It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm so sorry, fam. Let me just hold on here. The, my God, sir, did you have to come in here? Let me close these curtains. So anyway, home tour. I'm not trying to be too much of an idiot with it. I broke the fucking window, guys. It's fine. Everything's fine. So this is a beautiful second home on this property. Has its own kitchen, has a bathroom, full bath, has I guess you would call this sort of a studio type or just an apartment. This is sort of like an apartment, or no, no, this is like the apartment. That's more like the main house, and this is like an apartment. Or this is really more like just an efficiency apartment. Whew, that, sorry, that guy kind of freaked me out a little bit. Tell you what, that actually, oh, price, you know, I'm not going to call this a million zomboid. Well, we did not look at the garage. I know I've been down here before. Oh, we did look at the basement, didn't we? Yeah. So it has the basement, has 2 stories. Did we go upstairs? I don't even remember if we went upstairs. Okay, so this is the upstairs, has tons of bedrooms, like 4 different bedrooms, doesn't it? Three, looks like 3 bedroom. Oh, is this a master? Yeah, this, oh, look at this master bath. Ooh, that's nice. If you like a master bathroom, Ooh, hoo-wee. That is a nice secure room right there too. You could have sheet ropes coming down. I'm pretty sure you could run a sheet rope out of one of those windows so you could escape. And then you've also got protection by one, two, and let me throw one other thing in here. Where one thing you can do on these, you should be able to put a door right here. Now, it's possible the zombies on something like this, the zombies might be able to kind of come. Even if you had a door there, they might be able to sort of do this or climb this. They might be able to go over there. I don't know. It's best to have like a full-size wall there. So I don't know that the door there would work, but you could, since there's a wall right here, see this? Because there is a full wall here, you could add a door at the bottom of these stairs, and that's another layer of protection. It's kind of how I always see this. Like how, so let's imagine easiest access is right in through the front door. Let's say you get 50 zombies streaming in this front door, and you're sitting here watching TV, which remind me to grab that TV before we leave this one. Um, so 50 zombies stream in the door. This is the home safety portion of the tour. This would be the easiest way for him to get in. Now, the back door is a little bit more protected, but that front door is straight up to the stairs. So as it is now, there's no door here. You could put a door actually, dude, you could put a door here and another door here, and that would be adding, and that would be adding two doors. But my point being, uh, sometimes I say stupid shit. But that would be two doors. Well, front door plus those two, so that's three doors they would have to beat down to get at you. Here's door number four, and here is door number five. Also, this would be the same thing, but the drawback to this one is you're stuck in here. If you get trapped in this room, you're done. If you get trapped in this room, you may be able to either jump out the window. In an emergency, jump out the window even without a sheet rope. You might live. Seriously, you might walk away with no injuries. I would recommend dropping your backpack and then jumping. If you do have a sheet rope, just go ahead and do the sheet rope and climb out, and you're fine. Anyway, that concludes the home tour. This is one of the nicer master bedroom and bathroom combos I've ever seen. It does have the nice, a good closet. This is real good for just reading and trying to be quiet. If you wanted just like a little reading closet for your main books or something like that, where you know you're really, really safe, they shouldn't hear you or see you or anything. So once you get in there, if they're not knocking, you should be fine. Here they might be able to see you. In fact, I bet you we can see them right now, right here. Let's check in on them. Dude, look at them all. Well, it's not that many, but they're right there. Oh shit, are you kidding me? He just saw me right there. Holy fuck. He literally just saw me. That motherfucker. You gonna die, clown! He's coming to the house. Where did he go? There you are. That dude looked right. Luckily, he's the one with the duffel bag, which is really the only one I wanted out there. I like a duffel bag. You have a duffel bag? Sorry. We have fun. I don't make fun. I just have fun. I got a duffel bag. I do need to still carry that TV back also. So, I don't know. We'll see what we're doing here. We'll see. Was there a vehicle? Now I know there's a black pickup near here. You can see he swings a little slower just from being weighed down. Oops. So that's why you want to be real careful. The more of that kind of stuff that piles up, the slower he swings, the slower he walks, then he swings slower. I'm still quite. I'm all just doing stupid shit chasing that chicken. It's kind of funny watching them actually. They're like, Chickum! Chickums! And they never get it. They're like, give me chickums! Just for eternity, that is their hell. Okay, so no vehicles here. That is extremely sad. I have the van that I can put the TV in. Here's what we're gonna do. Which we're still kind of in peak hours here in the States. In Colorado, the evenings are basically peak hours. Sometimes it has an issue. I'm wondering if I shouldn't take maybe at least a 10-minute break. I hate to end. I mean, I could also end stream and take a longer break and then come back this in like an hour or two. Why don't we do that? You know what? Oh, Jesus, whatever. All right. Yeah, let's do this. Let's log back in. Let's load back in. I might actually take a little bit of a longer break than I intended, and I'll just end stream, and we can come back refreshed maybe a little bit after peak hours because this is now what my third or fourth disconnection in not even 3 hours. So that's not terrible, but I really don't like when this is happening on stream. So here's my thought. I want to get back in. I want to get my vehicle. I want to get that TV, and then I might go stop home since I'm right next door. It's like well, depending on how many zombies I need to drive through, it's only going to be like a 30-second drive. I'm leaning towards that, guys. We have been going 3 hours, so I don't. Oh, Jesus. Fuck me, man. See what it did to me there? I knew there was. Mm. It's like I knew there was zombies there, but then they weren't there. You got to be real careful with that. Like if I had walked the wrong way too quickly, I would have literally just I almost ran right into the middle of those guys. I mean, I pretty much did, and was just able to catch myself. So here's what we're doing. I don't want to fuck around too much here. There's a bunch of zombies that I do not need to fight. Luckily, this engine isn't crazy loud. You know what are a couple things I want? I want this trash can. Ooh, there's a jack in there. There's some scrap wood. I'm gonna grab that trash can. Let me put some stuff down. Jack, duffel bag, scrap wood, pen light can go in there. Um, frying pan, VHS. Okay, shit, they're coming. I'm gonna try to. Let's just delete all this. I don't even know what's in there. It's all junk. It's all junk now. Fuck me. I should have shut off the van. I'm not. Shit. I'm not gonna have time to grab the trash can before these guys get here. So we're just gonna have to fight them off. See, my melee aiming is still a little tricky. I found actually the aiming with guns is actually a little better than sometimes it's a little bit my controller is kind of old too, but it's fine. See, it's a little bit shaky on this part, but it's doing fine. I think that's more I have a shitty old controller going on right now. God dang it, man. I often tend to fight on the horizontals, especially on controller. It feels better. I'll fight any direction, but if I have to, but often I'm trying to line them up. At the visual too, though. It's about being able to see what you're doing. Is why I do that. In fact, I'd say it's mostly about trying to being able to see what you're if you're contacting. Okay, I think we got. Oops, I hate when I click on that. We got that stuff. We did attract some Zeds, but that guy was a real pussy, and so is this MF. I had to do a little bow there to him because he was strong. Okay, television. I literally just want this television now, and then we're out of here. I think that's what we're going to do. It hasn't been running fantastic. The server and I don't want to blame it entirely on the server, but I've been getting disconnects, so I don't entirely know that it was only the server acting up here. It's probably as much just an internet Steam uh, network clogging kind of thing as it is the server. Let me just look real quick. Log, wood splinters, log. Tons of logs there. I didn't see any planks. I'm gonna put this TV down because it's heavy. And we have a TV, so let's go home. Let's do this. Let's wrap this up. And I think I'm actually a little bit hungry. So I might go get some food, take a longer break. I'll come back later with a new stream and we'll go to a new area. How about that? Because now these are like the four, it's like my house and the three closest houses to me is what we did here. Those were really nice. I hope you enjoyed the home tour. Please feel free to make offers. Um, I love your referrals. I am the best living real estate agent in Knox County. You can use your you know what? Well, I'm not gonna shit, dude. Dude, get out of the way. This van does not have power for this kind of thing. I do not want to have to plow through zombies with this on a dirt road. What you're seeing here is it's on a dirt road. This engine doesn't have high horsepower, and as soon as I hit one zombie, it slows the thing down. So be very careful. If I were to hit it at high speed, it probably wouldn't be so bad, but I was going too slow to really make any kind of an impact on him. Anyway, that's what that was. Good time. So I'm hoping they don't follow me. Oh, look how much better this is. And then I can just do this, and we're right here. And hell, I can even, if I want this a little more protected inside my safe zone, I mean, at least here they can't get in the trunk. Yeah, it looks weird though. I'm gonna put it right here. Honestly, they could still get in this vehicle if someone really wanted to. If someone was that bored. Oh, Sally, come on down. Sally, you're the next contestant on Baseball Bat with Nails. It's the new Japanese game show, Baseball Bat with Nails. Extreme Japanese game shows. Oh, no, you incorrect. You get Baseball Bat with Nails. That sounds. Oh, oh no, American, you incorrect. You get Baseball Bat with Nails. Sorry, that. You win. You win baseball bat. 5 nails. Excuse me. You said I win a baseball bat. Yes, with 5 nails. Crash. Crash skull. Someday, I'm telling you, that is going to be. Well, I'm not even going to say Japanese. I'm going to say someday that is going to be either an American game show or uh, let's leave it at that. I don't want to piss off anyone from another country, honestly. Recycle bin. Look at me go. And this is technically, or actually, one that looks like a trash can. So, did I have one of these in my kitchen? No, I do like to have a trash can in the kitchen, or in the house somewhere in the kitchen makes sense. So, do I want it right next to the door though? Or would it be better maybe here? And I don't like that. Maybe here. That doesn't really, I think this makes, oops, this makes the most sense. Sometimes you have dual buttons. This is one of the things they addressed in the update too. So my button here wanted to it both install and open door. Well, when I hit it, it did both things. So, or I think it did. It might have opened the door first and then installed because I hit it twice, but you do see some issues occasionally with that part of the game. There's a lunchbox with food in it. This duffel bag had a lunch. Oh, and see, perfect timing because I know there's going to be some rotten food in here, and this is partly why. Let me put the turtle's lunchbox right next to this satchel. Beautiful. And then can I reach the? I can't quite reach the trash can and the lunchbox at the same time there, but oh, this would be closer, right? Let's try it this way. Yeah. Can I do it now? How about now? Dang it. It's like as soon as I get the trash can on there, see what I'm looking at here? So I've got the lunchbox available right now to move stuff. As soon as I get the trash can on there, the lunchbox disappears. So let me just take the rotten food, chocolate donut, and this is why that was important because I'm trying to throw this food out. Okay. Apple, I need to hit a light. We are approaching, maybe we'll do a late Friday night stream. I don't have too I just have had a few disconnects here, and I am a little tired and hungry. And I wanted to do a longer stream, but I think what we're going to do is break it up into two different streams. We'll do this first 3 hour one. I'll take a break, get some rest. Plan is at the moment I will come back and, in maybe an hour or so and do some more home tours. I'm just gonna say it's possible that I might put that off till tomorrow morning because I don't work until Tuesday. So let's just see. Let's just see how I feel. I'm gonna try to come back in approximately an hour or so around 10 o'clock and do an additional stream. And that one again would probably be, another 3 or 4 hours or something. We'll see. We'll see. That's kind of my rough. Oh, you know what I didn't grab from before was this handy knife. That's funny. Let's put this canned food in here. I like to have a little stockpile of canned foods. This is actually a pretty good stockpile now. Let's pull out one can of the sardines. Nice thing about the sardines is you don't actually need a can opener for those. I still have tons of food on me. Let's eat another egg. You know what? Since we still have refrigeration too, oh God, we have a bunch of frozen food, steak, beef, shrimp. See, this is part of why I don't like this setup because eventually, like, I could just have so much shit, man. And it makes the game so easy. It's like at some point, it does make sense that the power would still be on now, but I would expect that the power should be shutting off in the next 3 or 4 weeks. So if it doesn't, then I'm kind of like, meh, it's too much. It's too easy on people, man. Like this is supposed to be an apocalypse, not a camp out. Like you can camp out and still put up with something, you know, still put up with a little something. You can suck it up. Sorry, now I have my own quirks there. I don't really like sprinters, and that is what it is, I guess. Let's put some more non-perishable food away. Salami, you know what? The salami, let's put in the fridge. We'll eat this chicken, the sardines. Butter, I'm going to keep on me for now. And we're going to put away this meat stick and the granola bar. And that is actually still quite a bit of food right there. You can see the hunger reduction is 22 on each one of these. So, and then 24 on the legs. Weird. Are they saying like a leg actually has more essentially calories than a breast? Essentially, this would be the chicken breast. Anyway, I guess it depends. I guess it depends on the breast, we'll say. Like, sorry, like so many situations in life, it just depends on the breast. Sorry. All right, we'll stop there. We'll stop there. This is now empty, and I believe it's a different color. I do like this real quick. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna end stream here in a short bit, couple minutes. I'm gonna go take a break, grab a bite to eat. I'm gonna come back later, and hopefully, it's been running okay, but I've had 3 disconnects. It's always when I've got a lot of zombies. So, but I also think it will just perform a little bit better. Now, this color is very similar too, but it's like a light. Okay, well, that's fine. Those are all like gray and black. Whatever. Be lame about it. Um, Most secure room in the house where I can take a shit is right here. I won't. Yeah, there's just so many things that cross my head that I'm like, dude, what? You can't do that on a stream. Like, oh boy. So I think we're pretty good. let's call that the conclusion of the neighborhood, the immediate neighborhood. Um, I guess my next door neighbors is really what they are. Let's look at the map again, and show you what we went to. There is another one that, so I do want to check out these houses. So let's see what we're going to do in the next stream. Because I'm either going to be back tonight at about 10 o'clock, or I'm going to get tired and just decide to go to bed and do this in the morning. But this is what we're going to do. So don't quote me on the exact day and time right now. It's either going to be tonight or tomorrow morning, which would end up being early tomorrow morning. Anyway, these will all be available as videos if you want to watch these later. We're going to continue the home tour out here. We didn't actually get into this house, which I've lived in before. This house actually shares a pond with the house I'm living in now. So tell you what, probably the next biggest thing I would want to do is, because we looked at this house, this house, this house, and this house. Yeah, no, we didn't go up to this one. We've only looked at these four because those are the four that we can see on the map. This is mine. We did a tour of that one, this one. These two are identical. You can even see how the layout is actually, yeah, literally identical, not on the whole property. This one had a garage that was considered residential, a residential building, which means you could claim it on a certain server. Oh, interesting. This is actually check out my property. This is actually my chicken coop right here. This orange block. This is my house. This is my chicken coop. This is the two-car garage. So I could technically, if this was a server that allowed more than one safe house, what I would do if I decided to live here is claim the main house, claim the two-car garage. Yep. If I lived someplace like this, you've got a house and a second house. You could claim them both. Although, what I like to do, if there's a guest house, it's nice to keep that open so that if you have someone come stay over, and then you can even fix it up, board it up, make it safe, and put some stuff in it so they can eat and drink. I usually generally, that's what I would do with a guest house like this, if you have two houses on the same property. Anyway, let's end stream. I don't feel bad doing a 3-hour stream and calling it. Like I said, I may be back here in an hour. I am feeling a little tired though, so it may end up being the morning. We'll just see how I feel. Um, Either way, thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. That always really helps any YouTuber out. I don't like to say it more than once in a video, um, but I love all the Project Fam, and peace in, peace out. I will see you. If not tonight, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Fair enough? Fair enough.